Welcome and welcome to the present. This is a live broadcast. Please, if you are just seeing the channel for the first time, be kind enough to do the right thing. Like the video, very important. Subscribe if you're new, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. One more time for those who didn't hear me the first time, I'm going to reiterate it and repeat myself a bit more slowly. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. Let me make sure we are live and YouTube is streaming this live. Give me a moment to make sure everything is working from this side. Yes. So finally, the news has been out about Ramsdale. He has agreed. Sorry, Arsenal and Southampton have agreed a deal for Aaron Ramsdale. Let me turn off this real quick. So you can see on the screen right there, Southampton reached agreement with Arsenal for permanent transfer of Aaron Ramsdale, 25 million, including add-ons for 26-year-old goalkeeper. Next step, medical before completing Saints FC switch. Arsenal to push ahead on Joan Garcia move at Athletic. You can see all these other etc. right there. So finally, Ramsdale has gotten his move. In my personal opinion, I do not think this is a smart move from Aaron Ramsdale, but his own prerogative to actually choose what he wants to do. I don't think being a second choice goalkeeper is as bad as the media is making it. Like before we got from obscurity, Ramsdale was keeping for Sheffield United, in his I think in the championship. And I remember when we're actually linked to Ramsdale and the move was looking like a reality. A lot of Arsenal fans, they don't want him. He had to turn off social media because Arsenal fans were quote unquote bullying him. Suddenly it comes to Arsenal, right? With a better defense, they believe in him. He was doing well. And we found an opportunity to bring a better goalkeeper in Raya. He thinks he's too big to be Arsenal's number 2. And I disagree with that vehemently, even though I respect Ramsdale's choice to go to be number 1 elsewhere. But at the same time, is Ramsdale better than Kelleher, who is second choice at Liverpool? I don't think so objectively. Is Ramsdale better than Ortega at Man City with second choice? I don't think so. So this push, but I see it all the time, where the former players, the English former players, right, Arsenal former players are always in the media talking about, oh, he's too big to be Arsenal's number 2. How? And they were making these assertions and recommendations that you could easily get a team in the top 10 to come and get him from Arsenal. How come no team in the top 10 actually has tried, put their money where their mouth is to get Ramsdale of Arsenal? It has to be Southampton, unfortunately. I'm being respectful to Southampton with all due respect. I'm just using this analogy because I was tired of hearing a lot of these small players, these pundits, Arsenal fans, same Arsenal fans that didn't rate Ramsdale before we bought him, right? Suddenly, we're saying Ramsdale is too big to be Arsenal's number 2. That is farcical. One more time, let me repeat it. Ramsdale is not better than Ortega, who is number 2 at Manchester City. Ramsdale is not better than Kelleher, who is number 2 at Liverpool. But he's too big to be Arsenal's number 2. I bet you if Kelleher and Ortega were English, the same media will be pushing this narrative, and they push this narrative. And now, we're not saying the evidence that Ramsdale is that guy that other clubs in the top 10 will break their bank or will push to sign. I started from Wolves, who was trying to sign him, and maybe Ajax, who was trying to sign him from Holland. No other team was pushing aggressively to sign him. It just shows that it was just all gas. But I wish him the best of luck in his next step, going to Southampton. It is what it is. He has done his bit. It's time to move on. I just wish you could have been more introspective, a bit more calm, and do not allow the media to gaslight him into rushing this move. Because either we like it or not, keeping Southampton and keeping Arsenal are two different things. No matter how good Ramsdale could be, the Southampton experience is not going to be as rich as the Arsenal experience, because Southampton don't have the better defenders that are protecting the way it was being protected at Arsenal. I'm not relegating the fact that Ramsdale is a very decent goalkeeper, right? But he'll have just chilled a little bit. Maybe show a bit more humility. You do not have to rush this move. But unfortunately, the disease almost agreed, depending on medical. Now let's see how it goes. I And according to Athletic, you can see, let me put it on the screen right here. We have already agreed personal terms with Joan Garcia from Espanyol. That will be our next goalkeeper. As a young, very proactive, very good goalkeeper. We'll bring him from Espanyol to be the backup goalkeeper. So I'm happy that Ramsdale gets his wish. He has been sulking. We've seen all kinds of podcasts last season. The media disruption that was coming to us now, I didn't like it, because every time we were playing a match, you saw the cameras panning to look at the reaction of Ramsdale. If Ryan makes a mistake, the cameras are panning to Ramsdale. So now we can take away that quote unquote negative media attention we're getting because of Ramsdale was on Arsenal's bench. We can take it away, and we can have our civility and our stability in relative terms back, because I wasn't enjoying it. That's one of the unfortunate perks that comes with having English players. Once they are not being played, the media hype, the media concentration begins to just come into the team. So let's see how Ramsdale is going to fare at Southampton. Let's see how proactive, because we have less than 42 to 72 hours to do this deal for Joan Garcia from Espanyol. So we have to meet the release clause. I saw some stream earlier before I went on this live. People saying, "Oh, we are making a loss. It's 18 million plus add-ons." See, Arsenal fans, you have to pick your poison. You can't win on both sides. You can't be shouting, Arsenal needs to move on players who are disgruntled, is not happy. And sometimes you might take a loss on that. And I don't even see it as a loss. It's 18 million pounds, right? Initial fee with add-ons to make it 24 million. And there is, I'm sure, future sale clause in the contract. So we are not necessarily making a loss. I'm thinking we go around there for 24 to 27 million pounds. So we are not necessarily making a loss. So we can't, on one point, be shouting, if a player is not happy, let's find a way to let them go. And now we're letting them go. You are shouting, we are making a loss. It's not just making sense. The player wants to be number one elsewhere, and we find a solution. Let us enjoy it. If you want us to act like a big club, sometimes you take a loss. Sometimes you have to ruthless to players you are bonding with. Things will happen like that, right? Things will have to happen the way big clubs react. Ramsdale is going. We have to go and pay the release clause. I don't think we have enough time to negotiate the release clause for the goalkeeper from Espanyol. Let's go and pay the release. I think the release clause should be 23 to 24 million pounds. Pay it and bring the goalkeeper in as quick as possible. And we'll keep it moving. I'm loving the way the Kroenkes, Arteta, and the guys are actually handling these sales. We made a lot of sales this season. We sold Smith Rowe, good profits, pure profit. In Ketia, even though it's not confirmed, pure profit. Ramsdale, another pure profit. So no, Ramsdale is not pure profit because we bought him. So we've made significant money this season. Why are Arsenal fans still complaining? Why are you still complaining? So the player gets his wish, Arsenal gets his wish. We keep it moving and taking. I'm saying you have 6 guys in the comments, in the chat. Guys, do me that kind of favor, please. Like the video. It's very, very important. If you're watching on the playback, do not forget to like the video, subscribe if you know, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, please like the video. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're new, and do not forget to turn on the notification. We are discussing the imminent move of Ramsdale to Southampton. So I'm wishing the best of luck one more time. Go out and do your thing there. If he gets relegated, it is what it is. I don't wish Southampton relegation, but I don't see Southampton actually maintaining their Premier League status. We know how tough and how very, very unforgiving the Premier League can be, very ruthless. The budget of the teams coming from relegation, from Championship to compete in the Premier League, the disparity is kind of wide. So I don't see Southampton bridging that gap. They could be lucky, but I don't see it. But I hope and I pray Ramsdale can actually, with Southampton, maintain their Premier League status. That's just hope. But if you look at it logically, it's not looking that promising, if you want to say the fact. So it's not been that promising. So let me know what you guys think about the sale. Is it underwhelming for you guys? Like, I'll give you my opinion. I think it's a good deal, even though we are not making substantial profit initially. With the second clause, I think we'll actually make our money back and make substantial profit. For me, if the player doesn't want to stay and it's going to cause a force in the camp, let's find a way to reach a compromise so that everybody can be happy. We don't want a disgruntled player in the camp. We are trying to win the league. We are trying to win the FA Cup, the Carling Cup, if possibly Champions League. So we need every player striving in one direction. We need every player relatively happy. It's impossible for all players to be happy, but we need every player to be relatively happy about the situation. So if Ramsdale is the discount tool, it's just fair we make this deal happen and everybody can be happy in relative terms. So let's see how much other things we can do. Now, if we bring another goalkeeper, we have to talk about the fact that a lot of Arsenal fans are still keen on this striker. We need a striker. And some of you have come at me that, oh, why am I saying we don't need a striker? I've never said I will not entertain a striker. When you say need a striker, I have to explain all the time. When you say need, that means it's imminent. We have to get one. And we know that is not true. Whether you rate Kai Havertz or Jesus or not, they are very, very good players, and they, especially Kai Havertz, delivered last season. So let's not pretend the numbers are not adding up. Now, if Kai Havertz is not your cup of tea, I respect that, right? I respect that, but objectively, Kai Havertz delivered in the second half of the season, so you cannot put that aside. And secondly, this new season, he already scored 1 goal, 1 assist after 2 games. So it would be unfair to push a narrative about Kai Havertz that is not good enough. And I'm betting on Kai Havertz to have at least 20 Premier League goals this season. So I can respect you not liking Kai Havertz, but you cannot diminish what he's doing objectively. Those are two separate things. Now, if Arsenal can get a striker that is quality, that is better than what we have, I want to win. I want to win. I will take that, but I'm not for they just bring in anybody because we are desperate to get a striker. We are desperate to get a 25 goal striker. There's no striker right now that is clear cut 25 goal striker. Don't tell me about Guterres and Ivan Toney. The Portuguese league is, I don't want to call it a scam. It's very misleading. The fact that Guterres is scoring there with those defenders who are giving all kind of space, who are not as tenacious as the English defenders, I do not rate. I'm sorry. We've seen it with Darwin Núñez. He is not better than Núñez. We've seen it with Enzo. Players coming from that league somehow, we can see the numbers as evidence, struggle to live up to expectations coming from the Portuguese league. I'm not saying all of them are horrible, but majority of them don't hit the kind of numbers or the kind of heights they were hitting in the Portuguese league. So we have to be very careful. And for 80 million pounds plus for Gutierrez, I am not for it. I am not going to move by some highlight reels, right? I'm not going to move by highlight reels, so I'm not for it. But if Gutierrez was like 40 million pounds, is worth the risk. That's my argument. But for 80 million pounds plus, I am not going to join the bandwagon or this content creators who are gaslighting you, just bring Gutierrez and you turn us to a tight contending team. Rather, sorry, I'm struggling with my words. I don't believe so. Kai Havertz can do the job. Kai Havertz has shown fitness. He has shown that he can do the job if provided. I understand, like I said one more time, if it's not your cup of tea, I understand. Now, if a strike like Ishak was available, by all means, and Newcastle are willing to deal and sell him, let's throw everything into this. But aside from Ishak, there is no clear-cut striker that can come to the team and guarantee us the goals. Let's not be silly. Ivan Toney is overrated. If Ivan Toney was that guy, he'll be going to Saudi now. Let's be fair. If Ivan Toney is who a lot of the English pundits, the English media, and some of the regional Arsenal fans are shouting, why is nobody serious about Ivan Toney? Aside from the fans who are gassing Ivan Toney up, how come the decision makers, the club owners, the CEOs, the sporting directors, the managers are not so keen on Ivan Toney if he's that guy? Obviously, he's not. Let's be fair. Don't be misled by a few highlights and a few goals. Watch the players intentionally. Do they fit into our system? Are they better than what we have? And if the answer is no, what more do you want? So I'm not against Arsenal bringing a forward player. No, I think we should at least get at least one forward player. But it has to be a forward player that will add something to our team substantially. That's my argument. Not just bring any forward player for the sake of bringing any forward player. No, we need somebody. See, when you get to a level where Arsenal are at, Man City are, the kind of players you bring, you have to be extra careful. Yeah, it's FFP, right? So you can't just be buying players when you leave. If they don't work, you are stuck with them. So you have to make sure you are buying the right quality. This is not Arsenal of 3 years ago where we're just competing for top four. We are competing for the league, potentially competing for the Champions League. The FA Cup is there. The Carling Cup is there. We have to win trophies. So the quality of players, even on the bench, has to be of a different level and ill. We just sold that about to finish. We're about to sell Eddie Nketiah, and I agree with a lot of you. Reece Nelson needs to be replaced. It's not good enough. We can't be bringing those kind of quality of players back into the team if you're trying to sell that quality. So let's see. I get it. We get the thrills and balls and dopamine and excitement from signing players, but it has to be the right quality of players. It's very, very apparent. It has to be the right quality of players. So in the next 72 hours, let's see what Arsenal have in stock. What are they planning? I am very okay. Let me not be too overly confident, right? But I'm very optimistic. Arsenal will bring in at least a forward player. We just sent Vieira on loan. We sold Smith Rowe. Even though I know we'll give enough minutes to Nwaneri, we still need to bring in a forward player. Now, people are shouting Saka replacement. I don't believe in that narrative of Saka replacement. I understand Saka, if he gets injured, we need somebody who can play at that level or similar, and I get that. But if you look at top teams like the Real Madrid, the Liverpool when they were winning, who was Salah's replacement at Liverpool when they were winning? Who was Mane's replacement? Who is Rodrigo's replacement? Vinicius' replacement? Or Benzema's replacement? If you're a world-class player, part of your prerequisite is availability. And Saka has shown us availability. I understand the limping jokes here and there. He has shown us availability. I'm not against bringing a player that can deputize for Saka, but you cannot be saying Saka is on a world-class level. And you don't want him to play 50 games plus. No, part of being a world-class player is that you have to play a lot of games. It comes with the territory. It comes with territory. So it's like you're arguing from both sides of the mouth. You can't be arguing from both sides of the mouth. So for me, let's see what Arsenal can pull off in the dying embers of the Premier of the transfer window. I believe we'll get something. If we don't get something, I'll be very shocked if Arsenal don't bring in a fourth player at least. And the goalkeeper, now that Ramsdale's deal is almost done, I expect us to bring in a goalkeeper. At least two players, the goalkeeper and a fourth player is what I'm expecting. If we get more than that, if we get like two outfield players and one goalkeeper, I will be pleasantly shocked, surprised, and happy. So we know sometimes there'll be some late deals, opportunities can arise on the last day or a day before. So let's be patient. I understand we want a forward signing. I understand we need to make sure we put ourselves in a situation where we can win and compete with Manchester City and win the league. I get it, but we have to be tactical. We can't be impulsive. A lot of you want Arsenal to be impulsive. As a fan, you're allowed to be impulsive. But at that level, they cannot be impulsive. It has to be strategic, it has to be calculated, and it has to be sensible. It has to be sensible. So that's just it. D-Day Spring just joining. Saka needs to play, probably substitute when his form dips. He definitely dips at times in the season. I get what you guys are trying to say, but at the same time, if you think Saka is top class at least, I'm not saying world class here. Top class players need to play consistently. You can't say he's top class or world class, what some people would like world class, and yet he has to miss games. No, Ronaldo was not missing games. Messi was not missing games. Salah, how many games Salah and Manu were they missing? Benzema, Vinicius Jr. They all play a lot of games. It comes with territory. I don't understand why Arsenal fans, we are asking for quote unquote top class players to miss games. Oh, they are tired. No. If you're a top class player, teetering on world class, availability, and play a lot of games, comes with territory. Like what has changed? Why are we so afraid of players getting injured? This guy, Saka, has shown consistency of fitness. Why are we wishing him injuries? Like, I don't get it. Why are we too afraid for the player himself? Because I said several times, these players don't like to miss games. They like to play. Let them play. Even though they might have a deep form sometimes these players can play themselves out of the deep form back into form. I'm not saying if obviously his form has dipped badly, we should not replace him. But how many players right now can we bring can actually that be as good as Saka and stay on the bench. They will not stay on the bench. So it's a catch-22. Can we be more logical when we are saying this thing? You want Arsenal to sign another world-class signing like Saka that can play Saka, that be on that level of Saka, but stay on the bench. Come on, man, guys. Let's think about it. Take away the emotionalist and think about it. It's not logical. Yes, Ramsey is leaving. Let me show you right here. You can see right here, Southampton reached agreement with Arsenal for permanent transfer of Ramsdale, 25 million, including add-ons for 26-year-old goalkeeper. Next step medical before completing the same switch. AFC to push ahead to sign on Joan Garcia move. So you can see right there, Ramsdale is on the verge of joining Southampton from Arsenal. He's gotten his wish. My choice for signing would be a striker. Jesus can help Saka on the right wing, while Kai Havertz and the striker can do the middle. Exactly. See, like I said, I'm not against signing a striker, but who is that striker that can actually come in and top Kai Havertz that is better than Kai Havertz? I'm not against us bringing a quality striker, but who is that person? Apart from Ishak, I'm saying Ishak is my choice, objectively. If we can get from Newcastle, that'll be my choice. Any other choice like Gutierrez or Tony, I'm sorry, I don't think they're of the level. I'm not falling for the hype. I am not falling for the hype. Even though I've been saying for a long time, I'm being backed up by reality. How come if Gutierrez, I guess call him, even I'm butchering the pronunciation, Osimhen and what's his name? Ivan Toney, if they have that quality, how come they are struggling to get suitors? See, as fans, we can over-exaggerate certain things, but the sporting directors, the managers, the coaches, they have to be more hands-on. They cannot sign based on impulse or sentimentality or notoriety. There's a reason why these players, some of these Arsenal fans won, are not being looked at the club because they are not as good as the fans are yelling and shouting about them. They are not as good. So it is what it is. Ramsdale is gone 25 million exactly. So Ramsdale has wanted to leave. Now he's gotten his wish. Good luck to him. It is what it is. For me, it is what it is. So regarding the striker conversation or the forward conversation, I'll prefer a forward, whether it's a striker or a winger. I just want a forward to help us supplement what we have. So that's what I'll prefer. But is it a striker? I'll take it. Is it a forward? I'll take it. So it is what it is. Exactly. Say good luck to him. He's too good to sit on the bench. I don't agree with that. He's not too good. Is he better than Kelleher at Liverpool? Or is he better than the gas Manchester City, Ortega? He is not. It is the gas and the overhype from the English fans and press that is telling Ramsdale is too good to be number two. The Arsenal are a big club right now. We are competing for the league. We are actually on the upward trajectory. I don't think Ramsdale is too good. So if he's too good to be number two, so he's not. Do you think being number one at Southampton, right, where there's a possibility of relegation, is better than being number two at Arsenal, where you can compete for 4 trophies? It depends. I understand it's prerogative to choose what is good for him, but looking at it logically, and I'm looking at the fact that Liverpool's Kelleher for me is better than Ramsdale, and he's not pushing up a force to leave Liverpool as number two. Ortega at Manchester City for me is objectively better than Ramsdale, and he's not pushing to leave Manchester City. So maybe I'm wrong, but I that's the way I see it. Is the gas and the overhype of the English press that is pushing Ramsdale to leave at this moment in time. Like you said, good luck to him. And let's see how his Southampton career is going to fare. And I'm wishing him all the best of luck that he can get. Guys, do me that kind of thing one more time. It's very, very imperative. Let's like the video. Very, very important. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I appreciate that. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell. We'll be discussing the imminent exit of Aaron Ramsdale from Arsenal to Southampton. Like Iggy said, we are wishing him the best of luck. So that'll be all for now. I just said let me do a quick stream on Ramsdale's exit to Southampton. Let me feel the temperature, how you guys are feeling about it. Are you happy about it or are you sad about it? Let me see. Ramsdale is very good and deserves to be number one. No, what do you mean deserves to be number one? It's like you guys saying everybody deserves to be captain. Everybody deserves to be president. No, there has to be a vice president. Everybody can't be number one. Where did we get this mentality that everybody has to be number one? So we'll be number two. Everybody will be bosses. Let's be real. Everybody can be number one. Oh, that is just life. Everybody can be number one. I'm not English. I'm not speaking about you specifically. I'm talking about the English. Most of the English fans. If you share that sentiment, I understand. But I'm not talking about you, Jeffrey, specifically. So, like I said, everybody can be number one. It's impossible. So, like I said, one more time, Keller is number two at Liverpool. Is that guy can be a number one anywhere else aside from Liverpool, but it's number two at Liverpool. Ortega is a fantastic goalkeeper at Manchester City. He can be number one elsewhere. So everybody can be number one. So, but I understand him. He wants to be number one somewhere elsewhere. It is what it is. So, guys, if you're watching the playback, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So, I've just discussed Ramsdale imminent move to Southampton. We as Arsenal fans, we will say, okay, we should know the best of luck there. Let's see how it pans out there. Looking at his performances, the season before I came, Ramsdale was a top 5 goalkeeper in the league. Nobody's saying he's not. Ramsdale for me is still a top goalkeeper, but Raya is just better. It is what it is. Raya is just better, and it is what. So I'm moving on from now. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow morning for another live stream, provided we have good news or any news surrounding us now that is worthy of me coming on live stream. I will do it tomorrow. So shout out to this spring. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mr. Ige for making it relatively interactive as we did this live stream regarding Ramsdale imminent departure. I'm happy for him and good business for him. Exactly. Arsenal gets what they want in relative terms, and Ramsdale get what he wants, and everybody moves on amicably, in my personal opinion. So, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Keep supporting the stream, keep supporting the channel. I'll say bye for now.